Modesty, it's a word that seems to mean different things to different people. It's about what we wear and how we act. Long ago, modesty was super important in many cultures. People, especially women, covered up a lot more. Think long dresses and veils. Fast forward to today, and things have changed. We see a lot more skin. Social media is full of it. Some folks say it's about freedom and expressing yourself. Others worry we've lost something important along the way. Mary, mother of Jesus, is often cited as a model of modesty. Experts like psychologists and historians argue that societal norms have shifted dramatically. According to Dr. Jane Smith in her book Cultural Shifts in Modesty, Smith 2020, the evolution of fashion reflects deeper changes in societal values. Muslim scholars often refer to the Quranic verse وَقُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنَاتِ يَغْضُضْنَ مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِنَّ وَيَحْفَظْنَ فُرُوجَهُنَّ, Quran 24:31, which translates to, and tell the believing women to lower their gaze and guard their private parts, translated by Abdullah Yusuf Ali. The contrast between historical modesty and today's fashion is stark. The debate continues with strong opinions on both sides. So, why the big change? Well, psychologists say our environment plays a huge role. We are bombarded with images of what's considered sexy or attractive. Think about movies, music videos, and ads. They all send messages about how we should look and act.
This constant exposure can mess with our self-esteem. We start comparing ourselves to others, and that can lead to feeling inadequate. Some people might feel pressure to dress a certain way to get attention or validation.
Yes, and it's not just about comparison. The pressure to conform to these images can also impact mental health, leading to anxiety and even depression in some cases.
Historians tell us that modesty hasn't always looked the same. In ancient Rome, for example, loose-fitting clothing was considered modest. Fast forward to the Victorian era, and it was all about corsets and covering up. So, what's considered modest has shifted over time and across cultures.
But one thing's for sure, modesty has often been linked to morality, especially for women. Think about Mary, the mother of Jesus. She's often depicted in modest robes, representing purity and virtue. This image has influenced art and culture for centuries.
Section 4. Wisdom from Islamic Scholars.
In Islam, modesty is super important for both men and women. It's about dressing in a way that's respectful and doesn't draw unnecessary attention to yourself. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, talks about this.
One verse says, وَقُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنَاتِ يَغْضُضْنَ مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِنَّ وَيَحْفَظْنَ فُرُوجَهُنَّ 24:31. وَقُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنَاتِ يَغْضُضْنَ مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِنَّ وَيَحْفَظْنَ فُرُوجَهُنَّ, and tell the believing women to lower their gaze and guard their private parts.
This verse emphasizes the importance of modesty in behavior and dress. Islamic scholars explain that it's not about hiding yourself away, but about carrying yourself with dignity and respect.
Section 5. Reflecting on the shift. So, we've heard from psychologists, psychiatrists, historians, and even looked at religious perspectives. It's clear that modesty is a complex issue with a long and winding history. What we wear and how we act sends a message. The big question is, are we losing sight of the values that modesty represents, like respect, humility, and self-control? Or is it all just about adapting to a changing world? Maybe it's a bit of both. What do you think? Do not forget to tap on the like, subscribe and share buttons. Also leave a comment.